Hello and welcome to Bricking It. Today we are looking at the clock tower piece. This is a module that came as part of the hospital wing set that was released in April 2022, and it for a long time sat at the top of my Hogwarts castle, unmodified as usual. I believe you can see it in situ in one of our updated walkthroughs of the castle. Well, the castle does change on occasion, and this is one of the changes I've made. So the clock tower now, while still looking largely the same from the front, looks quite different from the side. I decided that the clock tower was actually going to be a projection. This came about thanks to the arrival of our newest MOC module, which we will be looking at soon. The clock tower was moved to the side in its own tower, and that required a few modifications. So as you can see, I've extended it with a 4-stud plate and this Technic frame underneath. That's just to help hold everything together, because it's actually projecting out of the side of the castle rather than being built in on top of another module as it usually is. So it does have some support underneath it, and I'll show you that in a moment. As you can see, this is the back side, so this is the side that faces the wall in its display area, so we've got no detail on that side. On this side we just added one small window. Now this archway used to be here, so it used to start just behind those bricks which support the clock mechanism. So I moved that back so it was part of the walkway or flying tunnel. Just here we've got that arch piece on the bottom, and then just walled in the clock mechanism area. Had to extend the roof as well, and we're still missing one brick that's yet to come. I'm not entirely happy with this. It's what I've got at the moment, but in the I was about to say real. In the Hogwarts model used in the movies, there's actually a pitched roof here, just up in this area here, and I've experimented a little bit with a pitched roof, and I didn't like the look of it particularly, so I've got to come up with some other way of covering this area of the tunnel, be it an extension of this or an entirely new portion of build. But for now I'm sticking with this arch cover that I've got now. And the reason this is so high is because it sits in a rather disjointed position in the castle. Usually all my modules line up completely, and this one, because of the extra arch on the bottom here, it actually sits lower on the module beneath. You'll see we've got these Technic pins, and they actually plug into the library module nowadays, so I had to slightly adjust the library, which I'll show you when we have a look at this in situ. But this is the tower, the clock tower itself. That's the modifications I've made there. And here is the tower that it sits on. Very simple construction, just the usual box. Actually built this on a trapdoor plate because that's what I had, but I'm going to replace that with a full plate later. Again, the wall size just blank and plain, using bulk pieces just to fill it up. Now this window you might recognise from Charms class and originally from the hospital wing. So I've just made a little one of these window frames and fascias, match the window build to that, because they share an aspect on the castle when it's all in situ. And again, I'll show you that later. We've just got my Peeves MOC just standing in the doorway, ready to menace anyone coming into the hospital wing. And we've just got this lantern here that again came from the hospital wing set. So these 3 windows are in place. I probably won't leave them open. I'll probably grill them in the black version so they match the window above. If we just attach this now, we can see how the tower looks all together. Or we can't see. Let's just move the camera a little bit. There we go. So that's how it sits. So they all align nicely up there. So I'll probably fill those with grills as we've got on the top window, although I am thinking and considering, because you get quite a view through, not that it's a view you can really see, but you can see through the side here. I'm considering putting a pendulum in there so we get a large pendulum piece, just a little bit more visual interest. So that's our clock tower. I'll just remove the clock itself, get back to our tower build. Fairly simple. Now it's on a very strange size for my builds. They're usually 8 bricks high, but this is actually 12, including the archway and the window. And we'll go and show you that in situ on the castle now. So here we are now at the castle in glorious wobbly cam. See, I've added a few brick stickers to the outside just to enhance the look a little bit. And here we see the first of our exterior adjustments. We've got the hospital wing just here and Charms Class just here, and now you see they share a common design of window feature that's unified across the front of the castle. And on the layer above we have Ravenclaw and Gryffindor common rooms and dormitories. Again, had their windows changed, so they've all got that common theme across the front of the castle. Hagrid lurking on a balcony. So this large space here is where we're going to be accommodating a brand new build. Just waiting for 2 or 3 very small parts to arrive. Here we have our owlery that we saw in a recent video. And here is our clock tower in situ. You can see that it flies off the side of the castle and is actually supported on this little shelf here, which isn't ideal, but it does give me just a little bit more interest when looking at my castle rather than just the box that it is. And our new top module adds even more interest. Sorry, I'm being a bit cagey about it. I don't want to reveal it until I reveal it. I adjusted the side of the hospital wing as well, so it shares that common small window element just there. I left the Ravenclaw window because that can sort of like poke through and peek into the side corridor, currently being haunted by the Grey Lady. And there's the bloody Baron up on top, and a bit of a haunt himself. And there's our clock tower. So when we open it up and reveal the insides of our castle, what have we got going on in Daedalis? Oh, it's year 2 in Defence Against the Dark Arts. Although for some reason we've got the Mirror of Erised. We're mixing our years. So yes, back to the matter at hand. Here's the clock tower on its side aspect. And there you see the windows all match now, so we get quite a pleasing look from that side. And really that roof that I was worried about earlier, when the castle is open in its usual display mode, is completely obscured anyway, so I don't think I'll worry about it. So that's the state of play in our Hogwarts Castle at the moment. So if you've liked this video, please give us a like, share this video to help grow the channel, and please subscribe to Bricking It. Bye bye.